Crafty friends, it is Robin from Ringcross Farms Makery. Welcome to our craft studio and welcome especially if you're watching from Craft Round the Clock. We are glad to be hosting this segment. Let me get this up and running and we will get started. There we go. Oh, that shirt looks very green. I am in green tonight. That is.
I'm looking for your live and it's not on my feed yet. You just keep going. I'm going to find it. It's got to be on the feed sooner or later.
Oh, I thought it
There
just.
you are.
Is it there? Am I there?
There's Patricia.
There we go. Okay. And let's get this started. And we should be ready to go. Welcome everybody. Hi Patricia. Patty. Okay, let me get this turned off.
Already
Good
putting the
job.
kickstart.
Okay, our keyword tonight is Kickstart. That will get you entered into our end of the month drawing. And hi Kathy, we are doing good, or I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mr. Bill?
Doing all right.
Behind the counter.
Behind the counter.
Behind the camera, behind the keyboard is my husband Bill. He is helping me out with comments. Thanks for sprinkling, Margaret. Hello. Yay. Okay, so my craft tonight. This is, if you know me, you know I love to go to thrift stores. And I was wandering through one of my favorite thrift stores and I came across this item here. And I looked at it, I kind of walked past and I thought, that looks like one of Chalk's designs. And I kind of kept walking and I came back and looked at it and I thought, that looks like one of Chalk's frames that they sell. And I looked at it a lot closer and I thought, yes, this has been chalked. And I looked on the back and looky, I don't know if you can see it, it says Chalk Couture. So I found one of these. This is our Big Daddy 18 by 24 frames. We don't sell this particular one anymore, but I got it for $4.99. I can tell you right now, this frame itself was a whole lot more than $4.99 when it was new. So I picked it up and I thought it's kind of worn. A little bit of the paste has gotten knocked off, and I thought that's okay because these surfaces are reusable. So I'm going to reuse it, and I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. Hi Wanda. Hi Tammy. Joanne, you are here. Oh, and that was $4.99 before any senior discounts. Also, so
Bonus. And
Being
just so
old
you know, it looks
has
like we're
has
having the same
benefits.
stalling we were having before. The
On
last
Facebook
time.
or on YouTube?
Both.
Both.
So we'll just keep plugging
We're
away.
gonna just play it by
We
ear.
got a snowstorm going on outside
Yeah.
right
If
now.
I get a little distracted, it's because it is snowing outside, and this is only the second time since January 1st. The second time it has snowed, and the first time it only lasted a couple hours, and this looks like it might last us a couple of days. So if I get a little distracted, it's because I'm watching the snow outside the window. So we're gonna redo this. We are going to take this off. Let me show you. When it's one of our reusable surfaces, it's super easy to take it off. You use this magic elixir called water, and you just spray it. Our paste is semi-permanent, meaning it's what is that called? Smudge and budge proof. So it's not coming off just as I rub on it. This had some wear and tear on it because that's not normal. But it is also water soluble, so if I can get it wet and rehydrate that paste, I can scrape it off and we can start over. Now, I don't know how, this is a really old transfer, so I don't know how long this paste has been on this surface. So I'm going to give it a minute or two to kind of soak in so that I can scrape it off. Now I looked at it. This has definitely had some wear. I know when it was new, it was all nice and freshly painted, and now that some of the corners are kind of scuffed, and so I could repaint it. I don't want to. It looks like it's aged, and it looks like it aged nicely. Raining in Southern California. That's your version of snow. Hope it's not sprayed. No, it's not. I tried a little spot. Anyway, so it's kind of nicely scuffed up, so I'm just going to leave the wood frame just the way it is. Okay, so, excuse me, I have a paste scraper, and if you don't have one of these, you could use like a plastic spatula. It's kind of got this beveled edge. It's just plastic, hard plastic, but it's just got this beveled edge, so it's not going to scrape or scratch my surface. You could also use like a side of a credit card, but this is what this is meant for. So I'm just going to start scraping off. And I'm not having to put a ton of elbow grease in it. Well, that was green and it had brown underneath it. That's like 2 layers of paint. 2 layers of paste. So I'm gonna scrape this off. 2 layers, so that's taking a little extra water to clean it up. So this was a Christmas countdown calendar. I wish they still had this transfer, but they don't. It's an old one from before my time. But you can see it's just scraping off that paste. It's a big surface, so it's hurting my arm, but it's not because I'm putting out a whole lot of pressure on this. It coming off. And that's what I love about this is if this had been mine and if it hadn't been reusable, I would have had to store this somewhere so I could use it again next December. And this is a big piece to store. So I really like it when they're reusable because I don't have to store it. I can just re-chalk it with a new design. I'm going to show you my new design. I've seen a lot of crafters doing Valentine's Day stuff. I'm not ready for Valentine's Day yet. So we're just going to, that's a little year-roundish. Okay, so I've got that scraped off pretty well. I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm just going to wipe up that scraped off paste. And I don't know if it's showing in the camera. There's still a little bit of ghosting. I can still kind of see where the paste was. And let me get another one of these. But so we're not done yet. So that scraping it off just gets that initial layer of paste off. Getting in the corners. And I'm going to scrape that off. I'm going to spray it again. And this time I'm going to use my board eraser. This is the tool we use when we clean our transfers. It's kind of like a magic eraser. And I'm just going to take this and with it wet, I'm just going to go over and that is going to get the last bits of that paste off. So I'm not going to be able to see any of those letters, any of those numbers. And ta-da, I have a fresh new surface. Pretty cool, don't you think? Right. tonight, Tammy, is Kickstart. The reason it is Kickstart is because we had a brand new mini release called Creative Kickstart. So if you would like to see what new items, I think there were 13 or 14 transfers that got released and some surfaces, and there's a way you can earn some free exclusive paste colors. So you can, when you type Kickstart, you get a message to your messenger from me, and click on where it says product info, and then you'll get another message to your messenger, and then click on, I think it says, one of those says view the Kickstart lookbook, and you can see what just released on Tuesday, I believe it was. Okay, so I've got this cleaned off, dried off. See?
Did you
Nice.
see it said
Nice
that it looks
and
like
clean.
it was about 3 Christmases ago?
Somebody doing it on a dishwasher.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Hi, Cheryl.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, that transfer was before my time. Doesn't mean it didn't come back temporarily. Anyway, that transfer is no longer available. This is what we're going to do. It's actually last year's, but it's still available. It's a year-round thing. It says, "Welcome to our humble, happy, sometimes crazy, usually messy, full of love home." I thought that would be a nice thing to have up year-round, because like I said, I'm not ready for Valentine's Day. I'm going to check. It's got one of those sawtooth hangers, so I'm going to make sure that's the top. And I have used this before and made one and actually sold it at a craft fair or in my craft booth. Okay, so this is one of our great big transfers. It is still available. In fact, if you are interested in, I have 2 of these that I am willing to sell and pay for shipping for free. If anybody's interested in getting one directly from me, just let me know. And we are going to fuzz this a little bit. I've used it a time or two, but I'm still going to put a little bit of fuzz on that so it doesn't stick super, super tight to my transfer.
And just to be clear, they don't have to have that surface to do
No,
this.
no,
It
no.
can be on anything.
We do have, and now I have a big old hair, and I know that's mine.
Not mine.
No, definitely not yours. Come on. I don't know if that's been on there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we do have a surface this size. It is one of our Aiden boards, and it's an awesome surface. It is one of them that is magnetic. This one is not magnetic, but we do have one that's magnetic. It's a little pricey. Love the gold on my green shirt. Yes, I feel like I'm ready for St. Patrick's Day, which is available now in Hobby Lobby. I just noticed today. They have, at least mine, another hair, but that's okay. It's not over a screen. My Hobby Lobby had had a little bit of leftover Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, and St. Patrick's Day supplies out. So, never too early, I guess.
Yeah, you said Hobby Lobby.
Not Hobby
You
Lobby.
did not go to
Dollar
Hobby
Tree.
Lobby.
I did not go to Hobby Lobby. Dollar Tree. I'm sure Hobby Lobby is the same way. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down, center it. Out any air bubbles. Now I put together a cart link if anybody's interested in the surface we do have for sale in our chalk shop. Transfer some of any of the tools, and I think I just put in white paste, but I'm not going to use white paste. We're going to go a little fancy, so I'm going to use This is Shimmer Frost. So this is our white shimmer. I'm also going to use some Shimmer Gold. And this, unfortunately, you can't get this. This is called Bubbly. This was our color of the month for last month, for the month of December. And it's kind of a champagne sparkle, kind of a light champagne color. So I'm going to use that. This was color of the month, so it's no longer available. But I'm just showing it off anyway.
The system is bugging out again. So
Okay, I'm sorry. Well,
you need to just make sure you repeat things.
okay, if you need something repeated, let me know.
I might have to just shut down YouTube. It's not holding at all.
Okay, so here's Bubbly. Okay, and I'm going to give these a stir. How am I doing on time? I have a half an hour. So especially the shimmers, the mica flecks in them tend to kind of settle down at the bottom. So I like to give them a stir before I use them. Here's some white. Here. Bubbly. And I don't have a certain pattern for this, but I think I'm going to do the Welcome in Gold. Hey, Eileen, how are you this evening?
Joanne says snowstorm and YouTube don't mix.
Apparently not. Okay, so I've got my rubber squeegee. I've got some of that Shimmer Gold paste, and I'm just going to drag it over the surface of the silk screen. And it's going to look awesome.
Well, hello, Kathy from Ohio.
So what is everybody's weather? Joanne says she's got rain in Southern California. We are getting snow in northwest Idaho. I guess eastern Idaho is getting pounded with a storm. Okay, I'm going to peel this up. I probably have time because it's a shimmer. It takes a little longer to dry, but I'm going to peel this up and give it just a quick dry. I move on. Color. I love that. I love that gold on the black. And I'm going to lay this back down gently. I'm not going to push it down where I've already chalked, but I am going to push it down where I still need to chalk. Let me see. I think I'm going to do Bubbly. On 2 hour.
There's Gerald Wembley.
And I'm going to do the Shimmer Frost on Humble.
There's Cindy Roach from Texas.
Welcome.
Cindy's Creations. Gerald says she's been following Ring Cross Farms for 282 days.
That's what, 3/4 of a year.
Miss Binder says rain tomorrow.
Rain.
Also says that's pretty. Gerald says hello. Eileen, your son is in Idaho hunting. Where at? They're from PA.
What's he looking for?
Well, right now it'd be elk. Might be bear.
Okay. Lift up. And I'm going to dry it just a little bit.
Breakfast,
73 of Chalk Couture also. That's not a river. We are river snobs. We live across the highway from the Clearwater River. We'll drive around and we'll see something say, oh, it's the so and so river, and it's this little tiny thing, and it's like, that's not a river. Okay, I'm going to do.
Southwest mountain lion hunting. Cool.
Ooh, we need some of those
Brenda's
hunted.
been following us for 296 days.
You guys have learned all these little tricks. I don't even know them that I can show them to you, but I guess if you type in exclamation point follow age, it tells you how long you have been following our page. So let's see
I'm gonna try that.
who has been following our page the longest.
I'm gonna see how I did.
Okay, and I'm going to little hearts in gold.
I've been following Raincross Farms Makery for 999 days.
999. I wonder if it only goes to 3 digits.
I win. Patty says she's been on it for 33 days. Well, thank you, Patty. And we're glad you're here.
You've been on longer. It's just different Patty. I thought it was Patty Bender. I think but I think she lost her page.
Kathy Weagle says
Her page got hacked.
Can't have the space in there, Kathy.
I think Patty's page got hacked, and so maybe not your personal page though.
I'll bet that Wanda put in fall age. Let's see what she's got. Wanda's 288 days. As it goes to 4 digits.
Does it?
So
Well,
you mean
maybe-
I'm 1 day away from 1,000?
We'll have to try it again tomorrow and see. But another Patty was hacked too. Don't these hackers have anything better to do?
No, they don't.
What are they trying to accomplish?
Patty Spin says she thinks it was longer also because she was
Yeah,
hacked.
that's what I just said. Okay, let's do
Hey, little Rocky.
usually
He's been out in the
messy.
snow. Rocky's all wet. He's been out in the snow. Little black cat likes the snow.
He is a snow cat. He is a cold weather breed.
Leah was 723. Levita says Facebook update and kick you off of following someone. Well, that can happen, I assume.
Yeah. Okay.
Glad it's not a competition of any type.
What, following? It's just fun to look at numbers.
Yeah.
We love you all, even if it's your first day.
33 days.
Woohoo! Okay. That in bubbly, and let's do home in. Let's close it up in gold with home.
Joanne, you're going to have to get up here and meet Rocky. He's a good kitty. He's a good mouser.
A good birder too.
Leaves our chickens alone pretty much.
Well, they're bigger than he is.
Not for long.
I'd say Rocky catches at least one mouse a day. Okay, I have.
You ready to peel that thing?
I am.
I'm gonna go overhead when you do that. No, Rocky, you can't jump up on top.
Okay, here we go. Bottom.
Yeah, I remember, Miss Bender, you followed us from
Okay.
before we moved downstairs.
I am going to pull this over here and just lay it down. I'm going to get my spray bottle because I'm going to spray it. I'm not going to clean that. I'm going to take that to the bathtub and clean that in there.
Oh, Patty Bender said she followed us since before you moved downstairs.
Yes.
And so it gave her the link to the countdown ornaments.
Oh. Okay, so here's our sign.
Oh, I gotta shift it. Okay.
Okay, and let's clean these up, get them up, and we will give this a little bit of a dry. So from Countdown Calendar that had seen much better days, rescued from a thrift shop for $4.99, I was able to redo this project. So let me get my little drying gun. Our shimmers do take a little extra time to dry. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to embellish the two opposite corners with just a little bit of greenery. I'm going to do bows and all of that. But I think it needs a little something. Tomorrow, hopefully, if you're not already watching Craft Around the Clock, you might want to join them tomorrow. They are having a special mini marathon day on grocery store trash to treasure, and I will be on at 10 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. So I hope you will join us all day long. All the crafters are doing something around the theme of grocery store trash to treasure. So it should be fun. Dry. It's taking a while. You know what? I'm going to switch out. I'm going to switch out to my super duper heat gun. Just because we don't want to be here all day. Getting this to dry. This is just an embossing gun, so it puts out a whole lot of heat. So it's going to dry up this paste a lot faster. You do have to be careful because it will bubble. It will actually boil the paste if I hold it in one spot too long. My green one is just kind of a mild. It doesn't get super hot. It's just basically warm air. But it's a little damp down here because it's snowing outside, so there's a lot of moisture in the air. Happy? If you and either watch the replay it up. It's pretty good. Now, I haven't decided. I have two things I could do for the corners. I'm not going to do all four corners. I'm going to do the top left and the bottom right. I have these picks of eucalyptus. So I could arrange a couple of eucalyptus and maybe a floral up in the corner. So tell me what you think of that with the eucalyptus. I don't know if you can see that very well. Or I have some lamb's ear. And I could do a little bit with lamb's ear. So which do you think? Let's vote. Eucalyptus or lamb's ear? Just in the corners. Tell me what you want. Eucalyptus or lamb's ear. This is a little bit bulkier. This is kind of fine. Okay, so Darlia says eucalyptus. Anybody else have a thought? Tell me what you want. We're gonna glue it on there.
It says eucalyptus. Patricia says it's fun. I like it. Lamb's ear came in from Brenda.
Lamb's ear, another eucalyptus. Lamb's ear.
It's a bit bigger. I like that.
Might show better.
Fight me, Rocky.
Other thoughts? I was
Anybody
also
else?
thinking maybe putting on, I have some little florals. I might just kind of tuck a little floral in here and there. Okay. So I think it's like tied. Eucalyptus. Patty says eucalyptus. And now another lamb's ear. It's just going back and forth.
Well, you know what? I can always vote. I'll say one and then she'll put the other one on. So that's just how it always works.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to break the tie. Could you have said, Bill? I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
My vote would have been for the lamb's ear.
Okay, because I'm going to do eucalyptus.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, it just kind of looked, I don't know, looked a little big and bulky.
Nothing
new. Nothing new there. Okay, so we're going to do eucalyptus. I got these I think I got a whole box of these on Amazon. I think I got like 25 of them for a couple dollars. And I get my wire cutters. And, I could staple it on, but I think to. Here. Okay. So I have this little silicone, it's a little makeup spatula from the Dollar Tree. That's going to help me with my I'm going to put the glob there. Till it sets.
Gwen says, you have chosen the right colors. I am not surprised.
And I'm just kind of gluing the leaves down because they
Well, from Indiana.
Hello.
What part of Indiana? Robin has had family in South Bend?
No.
No. Where?
LaPorte.
LaPorte. That's
LaPorte
right.
and Hannah. Well, I did have family in South Bend, but
Thank you, Linda.
they were my dad's sister lived in South Bend. We didn't go to visit them, although we did go them.
It's in Reelsville.
I do not recognize that.
.7 minutes, just so you know.
Okay. I may only get this top corner done before we go, but I will do the same thing at the bottom corner. It's taken a hot second for this hot glue to set up. It's pretty hot, so
Linda says that's between Greencastle and Brazil.
that still doesn't. I think
she is geographically challenged
I
sometimes.
think LaPorte and Hannah were northern Indiana, like not too far from Michigan.
And those that are watching, I'm having my feed actually pause every few seconds. It just sort of blanks out for a second, but we will repost the whole thing. I'm recording it into the computer, so I can always upload that video. And we're going to do that on YouTube anyway.
This is kind of boring. I'm sorry.
40 minutes east of Terre Haute.
Terre Haute, okay.
And 70 on Thursday.
We might get. We're looking at negative numbers where we are for the
early morning, tomorrow morning.
For the next couple of days.
We'll see. We will see. Ann says she loves Robin, her sister.
This is boring. And I'm seeing I have all of these spiders of hot glue. And apparently you're supposed to take care of them with an embossing gun. It basically disintegrates, it melts them. It does. It disintegrated them. One down. So I promise you I'm not gonna do both corners on this live. And I'm thinking, I kind of like this pink and purple floral. Just stick a couple little sprays in the corner of that. Give it just a little color.
Joanne says you're not boring.
Thank you.
Purdy. Actually, she said pretty, but I said purdy.
Purdy. Okay, sneak a little bit in there.
Joanne likes the floral. Now, the question I have for you on this, where are you going to hang it up?
At the hanger.
Well, there you go.
I have a craft booth that kind of got decimated at Christmas, and when I removed all of the rest of the Christmas items, the whole booth looks a little bare. So I'm needing to do some replacement items, and this will look good up on that wall. Okay, so here's just the top corner. So I will do something very similar down in this corner to kind of offset that. And that is my thrift store find, 99 thrift store find, remade Chop Couture decor piece. Welcome to our humble, happy, sometimes crazy, usually messy, full of love home. Okay, so do we like that? Do we like the eucalyptus? I kind of like it. It looks cleaner, maybe. Oh, it's snowing from here. Okay, so hopefully you like that. I may even put that. Right there. We'll see. I'll play around with it. So I will finish this up after we're done, and tomorrow again, I'm on at 10 o'clock Pacific time on Grocery Store Trash to Treasure. You can come and see our segment from Raincross Farms Makery. But if you want to see all the other crafters and what they come up with, go to Craft Round the Clock. It's not Craft Around the Clock. It's just Craft Round the Clock, and you can see all day long. You can see all of the different ideas for, I'm sure, recycled crafts. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope, if you're not already, I hope you will follow our page. And here we like to say, do something creative every day and just have fun. So thanks for joining us, and hope we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.